Good evening, boys and girls. I thought as a special treat, because it's been such a lovely day, we would have a story down by the river. Can you hear it? What a lovely treat to live just by the River Severn. Right, well, our story tonight is Jesus and the Very Big Surprise. And it's by Randall Goodgame and the lovely artist who we have lots of stories with, Sharon. So let's read about Jesus' big surprise. It says at the bottom, a true story about Jesus, his return, and how to be ready. Let's begin. Jesus always surprises everybody. Even though he is the maker of all the planets and galaxies in the universe, surprise! He came to Earth as a little baby. And even though he is the King of Kings, he wasn't born in a big, beautiful palace. Instead, surprise! He was born in a little stable where the smelly animals lived. When Jesus grew up and started preaching and teaching, he surprised people all the time. One of his very favourite ways to surprise people was by telling them stories about what God is really like. Some people thought God was always angry. Some people thought God was a trickster who liked to make bad things happen. And some people thought God didn't care about them at all. Of course, Jesus knew exactly what God was like. So he told a story about God's love in a way that would surprise everybody, even you. The Servants Who Waited, by Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus told a story about servants waiting for their big fancy master to come home from a great big wedding. It was their job to watch and wait. With candles burning bright, the servants had to be ready for the moment the master would return. But that isn't easy. When the master is away, the servants keep very busy. There are dishes to wash, and animals to feed, and clothes to clean, and pipe organs to polish. And when all that work is done, the servants still need to be ready. When the master comes home, they will serve him a midnight snack, fluff his pillow, bring him his best robe, and read him a bedtime story. But until then, they wait, and wait, and wait, until finally the master returns. But the servants are in for a big surprise. "Come and rest," says the master. "You must be tired from waiting up for me. Come and sit down at my table, and I will serve you. I know just what you need." The end. In Jesus' story, the master loves his servants so much that he puts on servants' clothes and he serves them instead. What kind of master would love like that? What kind of God would choose to be a servant? Surprise! Jesus would. He is the great Master who serves. Like the Master in the story, Jesus surprised everyone by using his power to serve. He suffered and died on the cross so we could live with him forever. But Jesus still had one more very big surprise. He came alive again. Then he went back to his Father in heaven and sent his Holy Spirit to stay with us until he returns. No one knows the day or hour when Jesus will return. Could be any minute. And just like the servants in his story, we have plenty to do while we wait. There are hungry people to serve, lonely people to care for, friends to share with, and enemies to forgive. And it all begins with loving Jesus, the great Master who serves. He knows what we need because he is what we need. So get ready. The Master is coming. Boys and girls, what a wonderful God we know, who made us, who loves us, who came to serve us by sending his Son, Jesus, into this world. And Jesus, he came once and he died and he came alive and he went back to heaven, and he is coming back again. And that story says that we must be ready. How do we get ready for when Jesus comes back again? Well, in the story we saw that Jesus came and he was born and he suffered and he died on the cross. Not because he was bad or naughty, but he died for the bad things we have done. So when we come to him and we say, Jesus, I am sorry for my sin. Thank you for dying on the cross and taking my place. Please come into my life and be in charge. Then he does. Because in the story it says, God knows what we need and he is what we need. So boys and girls, make sure you are ready for when Jesus comes again.